So after our initial introduction to the world of open chords in the previous session, we'll take time to drill down a bit further into these useful shapes right here. Hey everybody, what's cooking? I'm glad to see you again as we keep honing our piano and keyboard skills. So, as always, I want us to keep pushing each other to greater progress, right? So, take a few moments and clickety-click, subscribe and share the love and inspiration. Comments and suggestions either here or in the Drills for Skills email in the description, right? Now, to get our session started, we look at the 5 qualities of 4-note chords previously explored in the past sessions, these being major, minor, dominant, half, and full diminished sevenths. But this time, we'll examine these in open position, okie dokie? In we go! So, take a few moments if necessary to refresh your memory of the essential theory of seventh chords with the websites that are included in the description, right? Now for this session, we'll explore the 5 qualities of chords ascending in semitones between the keys of D and A flat, with our left hand playing the root and 5th, and the right hand playing the 3rd and 7th of each chord. First, in the axis of the 3rd configuration where the 3rd is on top. Starting in D. Of course, we're going to follow the pattern major 7th, dominant 7th, minor 7th, half diminished 7th, and full diminished 7th. Taking it up a half step and use the same pattern. So, in this way, we are getting both accustomed to the sound of these chords, but also we are systematically getting accustomed to how they feel, right? Up a semitone. This is something that you will want to take the time and get comfortable with. Up again. Good. Now learning these will add another texture and flavor to your playing, so pay attention and see how you can incorporate them. Nice, and up. Now, the more you learn, the more diverse and expressive your playing will become, right? So enjoy this time of exploration, right? Yeah, man, take it up. Always make sure that you can imagine yourself playing really well, right? Keep this vision in mind as you practice, and it will motivate you through these sessions. Good job! Now, we'll repeat these to get comfortable with the axis of the 7th voicing, so the 7th of these chords will now be at the top, okay? Nice. Now this is where you should also be carefully listening and really getting familiar with how these both sound and feel. Of course, you will want to pay attention to the contrast between these and the axis of the 3rd chords that you played earlier. Do you notice how the different combinations of the 3rds and 7ths make up these chords? Pay attention to it. And also the way the left hand feels when the 5th is lowered, right? Just the more engaged you are with learning, the faster your hands will remember these shapes. So, and of course that means the sooner you'll be able to incorporate them in your playing. We're going to take this nice and easy, right? Because we really want to internalize these patterns, huh? So we'll continue with the root and guide tones in cycles and tackle them in 4 ways: major only, minor only, dominant only, and alternating minor and dominant. This will be a cool thing to do, so let's get to it! Play evenly, and notice that in cycles, the voicing alternates between the axis of the 3rd and the 7th. You see that? Nice. Nice. Now look, you will play only the guide tones in the left hand now. Right, this is going to be especially useful when you are playing in band situations with a bass player. Right? because now this will free up your right hand to add color and variety, which we will be exploring in future sessions. Take this up a half step and continue. Left hand root, right hand guide tones. Nice. Now all of the chords previously played will be inverted now, right? So this will complete your learning. This means that our learning then will be comprehensive when we take this approach. Play evenly, and notice that in cycles, the voicing alternates between the axis of the third and the seventh. You see that? Nice. Yeah, this is a really important musical device to master, so pay attention to it. Great! Now we'll do minor progressions. Good. Keep these consistent through the exercises. Right. Doing these every week will help you to get really fluent, and I cannot emphasize just how important it is to concentrate on the left-hand guide tones variation of this exercise, which is going to make a huge difference in your flexibility as a keyboardist, yes? Up a semitone and continue. Sweet, man. Always engage your sense of awareness of these shapes and feels and sounds of these chords as they progress one to another, okay? And of course, try to isolate each of the voices in your head and of course possibly sing them. This will help your ability to hear them better and of course improve your recall, okay? Nice, we're going to do the dominants next. Aha. Now, what is really interesting about these is that unlike the previous chords, both the tones in these guide tones resolve to the subsequent chord by descending in semitones. You see that? Isn't that interesting? Alrighty, left hand only playing the guide tones and continue. Now, you really want to master these, okay? So give these your full attention. Remember, the objective is total ease and comfort. Right. Up a half step and continue. You know, there really is no substitute for this. If you commit to doing this, you will see good results. So just don't get frustrated. More importantly, don't give up. Left hand only with the guide tones. Listen carefully. And of course, always try to internally hear the roots of these chords as you play the guide tones only, right? This is a really useful step in improving your ear training. Nice! Finally, alternating minor and dominant. Now look, you see this combination? This combination and the dominant only combination may arguably be the most used. So really pay attention to them, okay? Be sure to add this to your regular practice. Trust me, you want to maintain consistency and time doing these. Left hand only now. Good. Remember to be smooth and controlled all the way. Also, look, remember there is no ego in practice, right? The objective is to learn these as well as you can. Nice, take it up a semitone. Good, remember to keep your hands as comfortable as possible. This should really not have any straining at all in this, right? All we want to do is allow our hands the opportunity to become very familiar with these shapes so that we can recall them quickly, right? Great, left hand alone. Listen to the way they resolve. By now, your ear should be getting quite accustomed to these shapes. Because we're doing really well with this, right? Just keep going. And think of the progress that we're going to make with these exercises after a few weeks, right? Super duper. Well, it's time for a wee wiggly finger workout. And for this, we are going to be working again on subdivision scales and arpeggios, both legato and now some staccato, major and minor in D and E. Here we go. We start with legato with 16th in the right hand and 8th in the left. Then, of course, 8th in the right hand and 16th in the left. Now, repeat this playing in staccato. Next, we take it up to E. Now try to play as accurately as possible, yes? Make sure you can hear the difference between the legato and staccato articulations, right? Play in time with the metronome. Let's do the minors. Really good. This will also improve our recall of the scales and, of course, their fingerings, while helping us to develop independence and finger control. Now look, the ability to subdivide time will also improve with consistent practice, okay? Oh, we are so getting through this. Major arpeggios next. Same thing. Look, maintain proper fingering in these, alright? And of course, keep your hands loose, especially with the staccato. Up to E. Keep going. I know that this can be a bit tedious and tiring, but trust me, the benefits will make it worth it. The control of the fingers and hands and the improvement of touch and accuracy, trust me, it all gets better. Keep going, people. The last little bit. Wow! That was a great little session, wasn't it? Right? Now let's include these into our practice schedule and work on 3 different keys every day except those done in cycles so that we're keeping our growth even and consistent through all the keys, yes? Now be encouraged to make and take the time to listen and transcribe. Look, there is no substitute for this because you will learn a great deal about the language of music as you do this, right? So you get to it. Now, drop me a line with your comments and emails of songs to listen to and work through, or if you have other tutorial suggestions, right? Don't forget to journal your challenges so that you always know what you have to work on, okay? Now, of course, you know what I'm going to tell you to do, right? See the red button? Smash the red button and subscribe, and let's stay in touch as we share our successes and struggles, okay? Here's wishing you every success this week, friends, and I'll see you in another session when we meet and practice more drills to increase our skills.